How's it going, everyone? I just want to give my insight on some things that I've been hearing, and I kind of briefly touched about. Is about the soft life. This is for the ladies. Women, your soft life begins when you first get with a man. That is your soft life. It's not about you're not working, but you're being with that man and y'all are growing together. That is a soft life. It's not about going 50-50 on anything, and also that 50-50 rule is not always monetary. If you can plug yourself in a man's life to make his life easier, I can almost guarantee you 90.8% of the time that man is going to find a way to make your life easier. That is considered the soft life. Women's soft lives start at the age of 20. Well, roughly 18, 19, 20. Once you graduate high school and you go to college and you get with a man and you start building with that man, now you're beginning to build a soft life. You may not see it. You may not want to get up and go to work in the morning. You may end up getting married and having children. You got to take the children to daycare, the sports. You got to be involved in the children's lives, and you got to do all these different extracurricular activities, but yet you still have to work. Majority of women that are in marriages work. That is women that's sticking it out. And depending on what type of woman you are, if you get with a man in your 20s, late teens, or in your 20s, and you start working with that man, you're working on your soft life. Because your soft life is not going to come until after the kids have graduated school. You've helped your significant other or your husband to the point where you may not have to work anymore. You help build that man. That is your soft life. A soft life is not being by yourself and being independent and paying bills, quote unquote, being an adult. There's not overabundance of men that's out here making over six figures and that are millionaires that want to take a woman on so that she don't have to do anything. That's plain delusional. And I know women see other women that are in marriages or in long-term relationships, and they see, well, this woman, she pretty much has it made, because you don't know the backstory of that relationship. That backstory of that relationship, it was built on blood, sweat, and tears and sacrifices. That man did not just pluck that woman out of the dating pool and said, okay, I'm going to give you your soft life. The life doesn't work that way. And the sad reality is that majority of women that are in their 30s, in their 40s, and they're still single, and not in a long-term relationship or in a marriage, they missed a soft life era. You figure there's less than 10% of men out here that makes over 6 figures. And even now, today, with society, with the cost of everything, 6 figures, that's the new $40,000, $50,000. That's the average. Even if a man is making that much, why would a man want to sacrifice his time and effort to give to a woman to make her life soft? And typically when that man is making that type of money, 6 figures or above, especially, you know, 100,000, 200,000, he's not looking for a woman that's his age. And he's going to be in his 30s or 40s, maybe 50s. So if you women, if you are in your 30s or your 40s or your 50 and a man is treating you good, you're pouring into him and he's pouring into you, regardless about that 6 figures. You need to forget about the soft life, because you missed that boat. That boat was in your 20s, late teens, in your 20s. That soft life, to sit back and not do anything, that's not the norm. Everyone works. So if you have a significant other or a husband, appreciate him. And also men, if you have that woman that's getting up in the morning, going to work, appreciate her. Because the way things are looking, it's not going to get cheaper. It's going to get more and more expensive. You know, even when you look in medieval times or even times when things were going good, women didn't have a soft life. They never had a soft life. They always worked. Only the elite men that had wives, those were the women that lived a soft life. And not everyone can have that. Not every woman can have that. So just come to reality and just face it. It is what it is. Because you can do things on your own, but it's a whole lot better when you have someone else helping you out. It's just my thought.